Right, good morning, good morning. It is 2:59, excuse me, 2:59 a.m. As usual, I am on my way to the gym. Just making some adjustments. As I'm taking off and waking up this morning, my prayers this morning was for faith, wisdom, strength. And under normal circumstances, you would think that faith, strength, and wisdom would it wouldn't trump asking for riches or asking for whatever else might perish. I think I'm asking for things that will withstand the test of time. And I ask for that because I know that those are the areas that if I have it, if you have wisdom, it will allow you to make better decisions with everything. If you have more faith, it'll allow you to be patient in times when things aren't moving as fast as you want. And if you have strength, then you can withstand the waiting period. So I pray for faith, strength, and wisdom because those are everlasting. I mean, you can pray for finances. You can pray for your bills to be paid, your house to be paid. I think all that should be prayed for. But in the event that you're weak in those other areas, ask for something that will last forever. Because who knows, down the road you might become a minimalist and then you don't need money, right? You might say, I don't need all this stuff. I'm good. I don't need this. I just need a peace of mind. Because too often the things that I'm seeing is people fall into situations in life that they panic. They're grasping at straws. They're trying with all their might to fix the problem on their own, and yet they lack the wisdom, the faith, and the strength. And the strength most of all because most people just give up. They don't have it in them to keep fighting. The weight battle, they give up. The entrepreneurial battle, they give up. The family battle, they give up. And all those things require strength. All of those things require you to be able to stand tall in the face of adversity. And even when you fall, to be able to pick yourself back up, to be able to get up. Because they say it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. Me and my wife were talking yesterday, and I said, you remember when we were going through that situation? And most of the stuff that goes on, I think they made a mention that men die faster, and I'm talking about men that, I'm talking about men that don't. handle their business. I'm talking about men that handle their business. They die faster because they'll walk around with a lot of the problems inside. They, I'm discussing this, handling, because last thing we want to do is worry, our family. That's why we know they'll work out, so we just ain't no need to start vocalizing it. But I remember telling her, I was like, do you remember when we were going through that some situation, something that came up? And she said, yeah, I recall. I said, that turned around, didn't it? She said, yeah, it turned around. I said, when we were going through it, I said, I was persistent in what I thought and what I believed. And when things got hard, I just put in more work. I prayed more. I moved in the direction of what I wanted. And I said that sometimes it would have been easier to just curl up in a ball and not even go outside. But I didn't. All my life, I've heard people say, that I was very driven. And there was a specific word that was always used. I can't think about it right now, but there was a specific word that was used. And people would say, I admire that, man. I like that. You're on it. You're on it, man. You're that's what I'm talking about. The word was tenacity. And I heard it so much that I had to look it up. I had to look it up and be like, man, what's this tenacity thing these people keep calling me? Some of it sounded negative, so I was like, what is this tenacity thing that they keep saying about me? And it was like gritty. It's like refuses to give up, persistent, tenacity. I like your tenacity. I like that you won't give up. And when we were going through it, I just refused to give up. Matter of fact, I knew that the fight was going to be a little bit more than I could have handled, so I started working out even more. That was right around the time that I was like no sugar. I was disciplined in other areas of my life where I was weak, and I was like, I need all the strength I can get right now, and I don't have time for anything to have any power or control over me that's not of God. And I got real focused. And all I kept saying is, I just won't quit. I don't care how bad it gets. I just won't quit. I don't care what happens. I'm not gonna quit. And there would be times that I'd be thinking, well, what if something happened to my family? Like, what if they died? How terrible would that be? I would be devastated. But I wouldn't quit. You know, I took myself there. I took myself to that ultimate pain. Like, what would really knock me off? What would really knock me off? You know, what is it? And I said, what if something happened to my family? Now I went there. And I had to stand in the face of that thought and say, God knows better. I will not quit. God knows better, and I will not quit. I will not give up. I will not relent. I will not go in peace. So when I asked for strength, wisdom, faith, what I'm asking for is things that never perish and always allow you to stand in the gap for others, and then stand in faith when it's you under the gun.